Dear students, welcome you all once again for our channel. Today we talk about the remaining parts of speech. Look at this board. The fifth parts of speech is an adverb, and sixth one preposition, and seventh one conjunction, and eighth one interjection. Today we talk about these four parts of speech. I feel so you understood well about the remaining parts of speech. Are there noun, pronoun, adjective and verb. Today we talk about an adverb. What is an adverb? Many students have the doubt about adverbs and prepositions. Just find the definition of an adverb. It modifies a verb or an adjective or another adverb. Let's take an example of it modifies a verb. He plays well. Here the plays shows an action, so it is a verb. Here well, it modifies this verb, so well becomes an adverb. So what is the first definition of adverb? It modifies a verb. Here the plays verb is modified by this word, so well is called an adverb. So what is the next definition of an adverb? It modifies an adjective. Let's take an example. He is very handsome. So how is he? He is very handsome. Here it qualifies a pronoun, so it's an adjective. How is this handsome? More handsome, very handsome. Here adjective is modified by this word, so this word is called an adverb. So it shows about the very, an adverb, it modifies an adjective. And third, it goes for another adverb. Example, he plays very well. Here well is an adverb, already we discussed, it modifies a verb. This well is again modified by another adverb. This word is called an adverb. Here we have found the definition of an adjective here. Look at this board. It modifies a verb. Got the answer here. It modifies an adjective. Here handsome is modified by this word. So very becomes an adverb. Here another adverb. So already well is an adverb. This adverb is modified by another adverb. So here very is an adverb. Well is an adverb. So this is the definition says about it modifies a verb, it modifies an adjective, it modifies another adverb. Let's move on to the kinds of adverb. We know we have 5 kinds of adverb. Adverb of place, adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, adverb of place, and interrogative adverbs. Then let's talk about adverb of place. What it shows? It shows the place of an action. Example, I went up. Here up shows the place. This is an adverb of place. And I went down. Down shows adverb of place. So I went around. Here after the verb around is used, around shows an adverb of place. And next one, adverb of time. It shows the time of an action. Example, as you write it on the board, we can find it. He came yesterday. As we talk about here, the time of an action. Here look at this board. He came yesterday. What's an adverb? What's the time of an action here? Yesterday shows the time. So what is the second kind of adverb is adverb of time. I will come tomorrow. Yesterday, day after tomorrow, now. These all words shows the time, so it is called an adverb of time. Next, adverb of manner. It shows how the action happens. Example, he writes neatly. How does he write? Neatly. Here, neatly shows the manner of an action. So, this is called adverb of manner. Next, last one we have adverb of frequency. In adverb of frequency, the action which happens often, or how often the action happens. Example, he comes here daily. He goes there rarely. So these rarely, often, seldom, and very rare, these all words shows adverb of frequency. Next, one more we have the kind of adverb that is nothing but interrogative adverbs. The interrogative words why, when, where, how, except who, whom, whose, what, which. The remaining all WH words which shows reason, which shows time, which shows the place, which shows the manner. These WH words comes under adverbs. Not to confuse. If you find why is underlined, when is underlined, where is underlined, or how is underlined, you can say it's an adverb. It's called interrogative adverbs. So now we talked about all kinds of adverbs. Once again we discuss what are adverbs, kinds of adverb. Adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, and adverb of interrogative adverbs. Next, as we move on to this sixth parts of speech, it's very important, nothing but it is preposition. The word itself says about preposition. Let's find out. Does anybody know the definition of a preposition? Yeah, good. Preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun. Show the relation of the words in a sentence. Once again, preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relation of a word in a sentence. Here we come across one of the examples here. I kept my books in the shelf. So look at this sentence on the board. I kept my book in the shelf. What's a noun here? There is a noun, shelf. So there is in. In can be called here prepositions. Just apply our definition. Preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun. So from this we can blindly say that prepositions always takes a noun after it. Many of you have the doubt preposition and adverb. Adverb after we never see a noun. After the verb we use an adverb. But preposition after we can find a noun. That is the definition says about preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relation of the words in a sentence. So here we find the preposition in because there is a noun after it, showing the relations. It never combine the sentence. Preposition never combine the sentence. It shows the relation of the words in a sentence. So without preposition, this word has no meaning. Let's read. I kept my books the shelf. we don't get any relation of the words in this sentence. After adding preposition, we get the relations. So preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relation of the words in a sentence. So remember in your mind, prepositions after there will be nouns here. Any preposition, if you take, every preposition takes a noun after it. But an adverb doesn't take a noun after it. It is used after the verb, modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb for adverb definition, and the prepositions is used before a noun or a pronoun. So not to be confused when you go and write the exams, just look at the sentence after read the sentence and find if there is any noun or a pronoun after it, that will be a preposition. If there is no noun after this, after some of the words, and if it is used after the verb, we can say that's an adverb. One of the example I write it on the board. He moved around. Can you say the parts of speech of around here? Many of you write it's a preposition. It never comes preposition because we don't find a noun or a pronoun after it. So this is called adverb because after the verb around is used and there is no noun or pronoun after it, around becomes adverb. If I write the same word in another sentence, he moved around the table. What do you find here? The first sentence, around is found as adverb. Second sentence, it's not an adverb, it's a preposition. It is a preposition because after this word there is a noun. So we have to check many examples. It is found that make you confused. They give you maybe either adverb or preposition. Preposition and adverb. If it is confused, just check this rule. Preposition always takes a noun or a pronoun after it, but adverb never takes any noun pronoun after it. But it is used after the verb. Adverb is used after the verb. So moved around the table. One of the examples. Please come in. Why do you talk about these parts of speech of in? Many of you tell it's a preposition, but it's not preposition. It's an adverb. It shows the place. Look, the same rule after the verb, but no noun or pronoun after it. I can use the same in different parts of speech. Look at the same sentence I used here. I kept my books in the shelf. What is this? Here it's not an adverb. Here it's a preposition. Because after this in there is a noun. So make you confuse. They may ask you, maybe you may get adverb or preposition. Just you remember preposition after there will be a noun or pronoun, and adverb never takes a noun or a pronoun after it. So this is there is a definition says about these prepositions. Prepositions are of three types. Simple prepositions, compound prepositions, and phrasal prepositions. Simple preposition is nothing but in, on, at, by, of, etc. are called simple prepositions. Compound preposition is nothing but around, above, under, between, among. These all are called compound prepositions. Phrasal preposition is nothing but the word which is governed by a simple preposition. Example: according to, on behalf of, because of, due to, despite, in spite of. These all etc. are called phrasal prepositions. So make you confused. This is the one of the rules we have. Preposition always takes a noun or a pronoun after it. That to be found for prepositions. As we move on to the seventh parts of speech, conjunction. So what is a conjunction? It combine two words or two sentences. Example, we have Raju went to market and bought some vegetables. Here two main clauses. Raju went to market and bought some vegetables. Here Raju went to market is one main clause and he bought vegetables. Here two main clauses are combined using the conjunction and. So conjunction is a word which join the two words or sentences or combine the two words or sentences. So easy to find conjunctions. There are coordinating conjunctions and subordinate conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are used to combine two equal ranks of the sentence. Example, birds fly in the air and fish swim in the water. Here two main clauses. Birds fly in the air, one is main clause. Fish swim in the water, another main clause. These two clauses are combined using the conjunction and. So not only but also either or, neither nor, as soon as, these all etc. words are used for coordinating conjunctions, and subordinate conjunctions are joining with two clauses. One should be in subordinate clauses and one is in main clause. One subordinate clause and one main clause is combined using subordinate conjunctions. Like if you study well, you will get good marks. So here if is called subordinate conjunctions. Not to be mind about these kind of conjunctions. Just remember, just underline. If it is underlined, just you write there. If is underlined, you can write over there, it is a conjunction. If because is underlined, you can write there, it is a conjunction. So not to be mind about coordinating conjunction or subordinate conjunctions. In detail we discuss what is coordinating conjunctions and what is subordinate conjunctions. But common in exam you can write it's a conjunction. So here we discuss about conjunctions also. So what is a conjunctions? Joining words or sentences, or simply we can tell it combine two words or sentences. So I discuss and, but, not only but also, neither nor, either or, if, unless, and because, since, etc. are called the conjunctions. Next, the last parts of speech we are going to discuss about interjections. Everybody knows pretty well what is an interjection. It shows sudden expressions or feelings. Wow, alas, for sadness. Wow, it shows the excitement. And here interjection can be understood something like sudden expressions or feelings. And hooray, we have won the match. Oh, wow, hello, a sudden expression which shows that the word comes under in parts of speech is interjection. That sentence is called exclamatory sentence. So that particular word which using the exclamatory mark, that particular word is called interjection. So today we discussed about 4 parts of speech: adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So here once again we come back to all these 4 and make you understand once again. Just overall we discuss once again for these 4 parts of speech. Adverb, it modifies a verb or an adjective or another adverb. And kinds of adverbs we discussed: adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of place, adverb of manner and interrogative adverbs. So when it is used in a sentence, you have to identify which kind of adverb, and not to mind about these kinds of adverb. In exam, if it is underlined, you can write one the word which is underlined. If it is adverb of manner or adverb of time or frequency, whatever it is, you can write the answer just adverb. And adverb after we have prepositions. Preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun to show the relation of the words in a sentence. So here there is a clue make you understand about adverb and preposition. Preposition always takes a noun after it. Look at this board. I kept my books in the shelf. Look, after preposition there must be a noun or a pronoun. But adverb never takes a noun or pronoun after it. Adverb is used after the verb and it modifies or it shows the place and it shows the manner of an action and maybe it shows the frequency or time or place. So that to be understood in preposition. Many questions most probably they ask preposition and adverb. Just not to be confused about preposition and adverb. If you have any doubt it's adverb or preposition, use this clue. Preposition always takes a noun or pronoun after it, but adverb never takes a noun or pronoun after it. It is used after the verb. So, and we move on to the parts of speech we discussed about conjunction. It join two words or sentences. We have coordinating conjunction and subordinate conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are used for equal ranks of the sentence. Subordinate conjunctions are used for one main clause and one subordinate. When we compare one main clause and one subordinate clause, we use subordinate conjunctions. But in exam, the word which is underlined, example, if you study well, you will get good marks. If first word is underlined, I mean if is underlined, we can say if is a conjunction. And the last parts of speech we discussed is we have interjection, sudden expressions or feelings. The word which shows sudden expressions or feelings, that is called interjection. So I feel that you understood well about these all parts of speech. And the part 2 what we discussed today about these 4 parts of speech, these enlighten your knowledge and impart your power in grammar. I hope so. And if you like this channel, please subscribe, and we tell all the guys to subscribe and make it known to all. Thank you very much.